welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And yeah, it's been a pretty crazy time here in Abbotsford. If you've been keeping up with the news or seeing any reports coming out, yeah, a few thousand people are getting evacuated from our city. They live out in the prairie, just to the south of us here. And yeah, the whole highway's been washed out. The main road between us and the rest of Canada, parts of it is gone, like just torn away by mudslides and rock slides from all the rain and the runoff. So, and yeah, they've closed a bunch of schools, and there's a few sections of town that are closed, but they're trying to get everybody out of the prairie because they've got the pumps working overtime. They pump hundreds of thousands of gallons of water a minute, these pumps, but if they ever fail, it's going to rise huge. So yeah, it's a pretty crazy time right now. Had a power failure up here today. Don't know if it was related, but power just came back on. So I'm going to do J1 here. So we have the Operation Jubilee here. So the Germans had their turn and successfully took care of most of the British fleet and lost a couple fighters doing it, unfortunately. If you watched the first video, I actually forgot to place a fighter in Slovakia, Hungary, so Helen Wheels was nice enough to let me do a non-com with that down to Rome. But here's Japan's turn. So Japan, as we know, has $26 to spend, and so we are going to spend 15 on a factory, 6 on a tank. We have 4 on tech, and we're saving $1. And we're doing a pretty standard J1. Pretty standard, nothing too fancy schmancy. So we got the 4 Chinese soldiers in here in Yunnan, so we're going to be hitting them with our 4 units from Guangxi. We're going to hit them with the tactical and the fighter from Jiangsu. The fighter from Formosa. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he has to go to Hunan, actually. Sorry, I set this up actually a couple days ago. So now these 2 strategic bombers are going to come down, but they're going to be air transports, actually. They're going to be air transports, and they're going to bring these 4 fellas down. So we have those 8 units coming in, plus the fighters. So we have 10 units in there, and then we have the Jiangxi contingent going into Hunan with that fighter, and then for the Jiangsu, that they're all attacking into Anhui. So we'll have that 6 infantry, 2 artillery stack. I'm going after China in this iteration. I know in the last one, you can see we got the motorized here. Last game they kind of left China alone, and I was able to cause a lot of problems. I don't want problems. I want solutions. So here we go. Well, we'll see if there is a solution here with our dice. All right, so we've got a whole whack of 1s coming at them and a couple of 2s. So we're going to get rid of all this stuff here. All right, should have set this up a little sooner. Okay. Busy day though, busy day, and power failures always slow things down. I had just finished, actually, I did a roast in the crock pot today, and it was really nice. But the power went off right when it was done, so we did all right there. So we've got 2 at 2, and then we've got 6 at 1. And then we've got a fighter at 3, and a tactical is going to be paired at 4. There's our 10 dice. All right, here we go. Looking for 4 hits. Wow. Okay, well, at least one of the infantry hit. We got 2 hits, and then he's got 4 coming back. You can get any hits? Well, that's good. So we'll roll again. Whoops. Oh, man. Well, I got the 2 hits. So we got 3, so he's out. And he's got 2 more units. Okay, just 1 hit. That's alright. So we'll take out 1 Japanese infantry. And we'll take out the 4 Chinese infantry. And then we have the attack in Hunan. So we're going to have 2 at 1, 2 at 2, 1 at 3. Oh, and I put all these arrows here. All these planes are supposed to be coming down. You can see the red arrows coming down. So, yeah, they're all in there. They're all going to end up in Guangxi, and I'll show you what that's going to look like. So I didn't move them, but they are marked. You can see the red arrows. But we'll start with just the 2 at 2, the 2 at 1, and the 1 at 3. And if I get 2 hits, it's a moot point. Okay, I only got 1, so I'm going to roll for the rest of these fighters. So I got 2 more tacticals and 2 more fighters. And go 1, 2, 3, and land in Guangxi. Okay, so we got 1 hit so far. And there, we needed 1 more. So we killed everything. He's got 2 infantry. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Stung. That stung. That serves me right for not bringing the planes down. Alright, so there's that. And everything else is a walk-on. Alright, so I'm just going to do all my non-coms now. Just get this all set up here. It's messier than when I started. Okay, now all these planes are actually going to go to Guangxi. So I've got one of these things, these handy dandy things you can get at Historical Board Gaming. And that's out here. So this is going to hold all the planes that are going to be there. And sometimes when you don't use these, your heart kind of skips a beat. Sometimes you look and you're like, where'd all my stuff go? And then you quickly realize. Now, yeah, so these 4 aircraft. Whoop. I'll make that nicer later. So all the aircraft from Manchuria are in there. And then we'll just get these. All right. Now, other stuff we got to move around. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can make it to Guangxi. And then we've got these 2 tacticals here in Japan. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can make it into Guangxi. And then you have a fighter in Korea. 1, 2, 3. No, he can't make it that way. I think he can. Thought he could make it. 1, 2, 3. No, he can't make it. So we're going to put him in Kiangsu. I thought he could make it for some reason. And then we have 2 in Japan. They can go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can make it. I know this is a very unimaginative turn in this case, but you're going to see some slightly different stuff going on. All right, so this cruiser, he's going to come down here to the South China Sea. This transport, he's just going to come up here, and he's done. I'll get the attack arrows off of here. Okay. Get these other attack arrows off of here. First Japanese turn is always very, very busy. Actually, they all are, aren't they? Alright, we got rid of these guys here. Alright. Now, we've got this transport is going to pick up the dude on Okinawa. Going to go here to Sea Zone 6. He's going to pick up a tank in Japan, come back, and drop him off. Okay. So I'm going to drop him off in Shantung. All right. This one here can go 1, 2, 3. He's going to come down here and drop man and artillery off in Guangxi. And yeah, so my transports are all done. Battleship is going to come down to here. The destroyer is going to come down to here. The sub is going to come down to here. All right. And the 2 carriers are going to come down to 36 as well. So you've seen all that, but I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm going to bring the rest of my Japanese home fleet down to 33, down to the Caroline Islands. Let's see if that affords me any sort of fun and adventure on round 2. Because I think it kind of does. All right. Now we do have a couple more that I wanted to do up there in Manchuria. All right. So in Manchuria, we're going to move all that stuff into G-hole. So you can see that we are. So what we want to do? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we are good to go. So, yeah, just time to put on our build. So the factory is going to go in Kangsu, and of course the tank is going home. As we come over here, we've gone to level 2, and Russia, I need to get my Russia has done technology, so not always a definite thing. All right, that is everything. Now we will take a look at the money. So we go up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, pretty standard J1 when you don't want to get the allies involved yet. So we're going to go up 4. China's going to go down 4. So we go from 26 up to 30. And then any bonuses that we have, we just have the one. We're basically at peace. Haven't done anything against anybody except China. That'll give us $40. And we saved 1. So we will have $41 to spend next turn. So hopefully that will be enough to get things really rolling. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. I like having singles. Gives me a little bit of options. And then there's 5 and 1 more. So we have $41 to spend. Got to remember, I got to get my tech again. I got a good deck. It's going to be fun. So that's everything. We'll do a quick flyby. So in the Carolines, we have a carrier with a fighter tactical. We have a battleship. We have a cruiser, 3 destroyers, a sub. And of course, everybody's still starting out on the islands where they are. Ujima there. Japan, man, artillery, tank, and 3 AA guns. We have a transport. Korea, 4 men. G-hole, 6 men. 1 artillery, 1 AA gun. Chahar, 2 men, 1 artillery, 1 mech. Anhui, 6 men, 2 artillery. Shangtung, 1 tank, 1 man. Kiangsu, 1 fighter. Hunan, 1 man, 1 artillery. Guangxi, 1 man, 1 artillery. Yunnan, 6 men, 1 artillery. Down here in 36, we have 2 loaded carriers with a fighter and a tactical each. We have 1 transport, 1 cruiser, 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, and 1 sub. That's one of everything. And, of course, in Guangxi, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fighters, 2, 3, 4, 5 tacticals, and 2 strategic bombers, which right now are air transports. That's everything for Japan, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it. Going to pass the reins on over to Hell on Wheels. He's got the US of A. Let's see what he does. Got to fix our air bases here. All right. Thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you for Italy 1.